Hello and welcome back to Thalric Plays Blood Bowl 2. We are going to play with the Lizardmen today. The other option was a second match with the Orcs, but in the end I decided against it as the last match. Even though it ended prematurely again, was still somewhat okay in length, so I feel okay moving on to the Lizardmen again. And so that's what we're doing today. We still have one level up to do. Underbite leveled up and rolled a double. And I did do some research on what to actually give him. And the consensus is almost always dodge. Almost the best next thing probably would be jump up. The biggest problem with jump up on agility 1 is that if you want to use the block while being prone, as described in that skill, you need a 4+ still, I think, because of agility 1, so it's pretty horrible. And so I'm going to go with dodge, because it's going to mean that he's going to get knocked down less. And with the Lizardman, the Sorai, that is always useful. So aside from that, that's our team right now. We have one injured Saurus, unfortunately, so we will only be able to field 5, but the upside is all of our Saurai that are in actually do have block again, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, that's basically it, so let's try to find an opponent. And it's about 80 seconds, so yeah. I think we can talk a little bit while we wait here, assuming it's actually just 80 seconds. Because I want to talk a little bit more about the upcoming teams and stuff like that. So at the point of this recording, the beta for the Undead team is undergoing. So the team looks really nice. I really like the animations and the models. And the star player selection is pretty solid as well, I think. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, once the Lizardman and the Skaven reach, I think I'm going to stick with the 50 matches, as it will give us still some time. Maybe I'll adjust the number a little bit, but it's still the plan to go with 50 right now. I'm going to retire them, and then I'm going to do another vote for the next teams that are going to get in. And the Lizardmen and Skaven are going to be done almost at the same time, as they're both a little bit over 30 matches in right now. So I'm probably just going to do one vote and pick the 2 highest teams that come out of that vote. Oh boy, yeah, nice chaos. Yes, I do bleed. That was a quote from somewhere. Tell me, do you bleed? I have no idea from what. But we get a bunch of cash, so let's check out his team real quick. First things first. Okay, more rerolls than I assumed anybody would need, so 5 is still quite a bit. What's his statistics look like? That's a pretty good average. Oh boy. Let's see. We've got a Minotaur with no tentacles, interestingly enough, but we do have block and guard piling on. Pro and break tackle, that's quite the beast. We've got... Okay. We've got... What's that skill? Is that stand firm? Yep, stand firm. No claw. We've got claw right there and piling on. So this guy's not nice. We've got strength 4 mighty blows, tackle, strength 4. This feels a bit min-maxy without actually being too min-maxing. So I'm not quite sure what to think of this right now. But Sleevely is a definite choice. And then we're going to go with a wizard, a bribe, and a babe. I think that's probably a good go. It's going to get us back up to 6 Saurai. We've got the wizard for the offensive potential, a bribe to foul the crap out of everything that goes down, and a babe. So hopefully we can work with that. I am missing out on additional apothecaries, but I'm counting on my luck here a little bit. And I am saying this about the min-maxing because almost all of his beastmen actually have plus strength, so he specifically kept them with strength 4, or he just got extremely lucky, which I doubt, because he's got Minotaur and that one Chaos Warrior with a really high amount of SPP. But, wow, that got leggy there a moment. Oh, and he's got a pitch. I think he's got the Weather Dome, or whatever it's called. That's cancelling out some events. So we get to set up for safety. So that's going to get us hurt quite a bunch. And I still have to put my weakest players on here, so the Sorai with just block. The one with dodge would be my preferred ones, but I don't want to give him free blocks against me. So that's why we're not doing that. And let's see. We probably should put our dodge guys on the outside. So let's check this here. We've got him over here. That's Garv, that's Sleebly. And then we've got our Skinks, so let's see. Twitchy is going to go off the pitch. Yeah, I'd rather have Twitchy for the one-turn touchdown than not at all. And we do get the defense, so we've got diving tackle over here, we've got our block sidestep, we've got block sidestep, so let's put them like this. And Nectilios up in front, so that should be good, I guess. And our opponent's name is Coach Yozu, and his team is Tell Me Do You Bleed, as I've already answered. So, I'm not quite sure what to think of this right now. He's got us probably beat in the strength department, which worries me. He's got all of his Chaos Warriors, which is 4 players with strength 4, plus the strength 5 Minotaurs. Nice, we get another reroll. Oh, touchback. That happens very rarely, but it's still unfortunate. He won't have to use a pickup there. And he's also got a bunch of strength for Beastmen, which is going to make things difficult. And we can already characterize him as greedy. The first block of the match was a push, and he decided to re-roll it to get a knockdown and potentially use piling on, as this guy does have Mighty Blow, Mighty Blow, Claw, and piling on. He's the one we have to be most worried about. His team is mostly absent in terms of Claw, so he has only one player with Claw, as far as I can tell. His Minotaur has Claw as well. And let's find out if he's going to use that, even if he doesn't get through the armor, or if he's going to use piling on. He is. So he's a greedy player. A greedy player. And he only stunned us, but that will mean that if I can make it work somehow, I am going to foul the Minotaur right away. That is going to happen. So the problem we're facing here is that we do have 2 niggling players, and that is already taking effect. So we're down 1 Saurus. Yep, thanks to the niggling, that became a KO instead of a stun. So not my favorite thing to happen there. And the big question is, can I foul his Minotaur? And right now that question is probably going to be answered with a no. Well, I actually can, but it's going to cost me a bit. So why not? I mean, it's what he decided to go for, so I might as well... Oh, he's got guard there. Yep. So that's a problem. I missed that, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to not do that, unfortunately. At least not with quite as many assists as I would like. And he's also got a really good amount of dodge on his players, which will get annoying very soon. So let's see, we do have our blitz opportunity. And I'm obviously going to blitz this corner here, in the hopes of making something work there. Okay, thank you very much. Let's push you over there and follow. So the good thing here is we do have strength 5 and dodge, so it's not that easy for him to knock us down. And the problem is he can probably... Oh, let's see. Yeah, that will only go up to a 1 dice, so I might as well try the dodge there. But we're going to foul first. Because I can, basically. And that did nothing, unfortunately. And we might as well try the dodge. Okay, thank you. That worked. And let me think real quick. He is separating himself quite a bit. I'm going to stay there with him. He's focusing his only tackle guy on the skinks, which I can't really prevent. The question is, can I slow him down here enough? And that is actually beautiful. Oh wow, he used yet another reroll already to get that blitz here with his Minotaur. And he injured Olkoth in the process. So far, this is looking pretty bad. Only a badly hurt, so I won't use an Apothecary. But we're already down 2 players, while he is looking very healthy. But he did use up his Blitz, so he won't be able to do... He can only do 1 more block against Underbite here. And I put himself in that situation on my own. And if he only pushes me, he will get another chance. That is what happens, though. So he's going to, no, not push us here to get another block. But he will also have to dodge with this guy. No, he's doing a handoff. Oh, that guy's got extra arms. That's a good move. But I'm also in wizard territory already. I forgot that I bought one, to be honest. Or I might have just gone for his cage here. But if he... Okay, he moves that guy. But we've got him over here. Well, he has 2 free players. Yep, there it is. So, I don't know yet if I'm going to use the wizard. Probably not anymore, unfortunately. But we'll see. Oh, really? He's going very aggressive there. And he's probably going to step on my Croxigore. At least that's the biggest plus for him to move him in there. Yep, there comes the foul. It's a bit risky to use one of his big players for that. Might get him sent off. It does not. Oh, yes, it does. And we get stunned. So that's pretty good. Okay, so since he was very nice to us, and he actually knows the book series from which I got my name. Okay. So the problem here is I can't even blitz that guy. That's a bit unfortunate. So let's do priorities. First things first, we can do some blocks back here. Unfortunately, I don't get any ammo breaks right now. But no, you don't want to blitz. I'm trying to think if I can maybe get a block there. I cannot, I think. That he caught the ball there with the after the wizard is extremely annoying. So let's see. He needs to go back here. That will allow us to block him. But I won't get the result that I want. So far this is really not going as I want it to go. So I will have to change my plans accordingly. So first things first, block this guy again. Better. A lot better. The plan was to get this guy free to get an assist somewhere to maybe blitz the Minotaur. But since we can't do that, I will have to change my plans. And once again, we can't do this, so he's got block on the Minotaur. Yeah, let's... Okay, that's unfortunate. I wanted to do the dodge before I did the block here because it's loner, but we rolled a double 1 or 2. Okay, nice. So his Minotaur blitzed backwards and didn't actually manage to knock down our dodge guy, so I'm already happy that we took dodge there. The problem is it won't get easier for us to get the ball, because now he's got it on a strength 4 dodge player that he's going to protect with more strength 4 players. So there's that. But so far we are at least slowing him down. We have a player disadvantage of only 1 right now, and he's still burning through his rerolls very fast, and so far it hasn't bought him too much. So we'll see. And I will, in all likelihood, finally be able to stand up my Croxigor again, so he can become a roadblock again. And we will see about this. Okay, he's getting this guy over there, which means I will have to at least base him in some way. But we'll see what we can do overall here. So the main problem is we do have to do something along this line, which means we need to take care of that. So here's what we're going to do. We are using Sleebly to... Wait, let's put him here. It's probably what he wants, because we use one of our high strength players to take care of him. But there's not too much we can do about that right now. And I need to move everybody else first before we can do more. And now I can blitz this guy. Because we always want to attack one of the cage corners and do stuff with that. Okay, very nice. So this is a 2 dice block as well, and we're going to take that. It's working, perfect. And I'm actually going to follow, because we are going to step on that Beastman with Celerity. So Celerity goes here and steps on the guy. He's armor value 8, so it's easier for us to get through the armor, but we do not. So he's got a bunch of good targets. And I am debating on blocking here, but it's probably not worth it. It's a 2 dice against, and it's going to turn into, well, probably still a 2 dice against, but I'm okay with his Minotaur trying to knock us out here. He will push us out eventually, but he might also double skull, and with the Minotaur that is always bad. So we'll see. And right now we are in turn 4, and he is still at the halfway point, but we are losing more Saurai, so that is not good. Very much not good. And I won't use the Apothecary on him, so that's a niggling injury. And with only block, that means Yaldagorth is going to get replaced. Ah, the fun of playing against Chaos. Always a problem. Okay, the Minotaur keeps pushing us, but he's going to push us out eventually. No, he gets the knockdown. It took quite a while, but we only get stunned, so it's okay for now. What KO'd? That was quite the delay there on the KO. So yeah, not good. 2 Saurai injured, 2 KO'd. Okay, he's knocking down Mighty Jaw as well again. Yeah, this is one of those matches that is going to end very badly, I think. And even though he already used 2 of his rerolls, he still has 3, which is more than enough to make this work for him. So I am running out of options here. And we'll see. So let's move him back first. No, we are not, because I'm not in deep enough trouble as it is. I need to fail at this as well. So awesome. Yeah, he's not wrong, but it's still a really good average for him to knock out all of these players by now. So what can we do here? First we need to block this guy, as I would like to maximize our block potential. And we do that by apparently not getting any sort of possibilities against him. My Mighty Blow is just not doing its thing. I'm rolling really bad on the armor breaks. I think I haven't broken any armor so far. So not really good. And let's follow that one. Yep, I'm regretting that by now a little bit. Well, not really, but it's not an easy choice. And I took a gamble there, and in the end it didn't pay out as much. And the question is, how can I even blitz here? Not too much, so we're going to foul first. As long as I still have the bribe, but that once again really doesn't help me. And let's take the going for it. We do have the rerolls. And now I can at least 2 dice this guy. We're leaving ourselves very open here, but right now I have to play for damage control while trying to deal as much damage to him as possible. which is not very easy. Why? Because I'm pushing or just not knocking him down. So we have to live with that. So that's just how it can go. I mean, we're still somewhat okay because we are at the half point and he's still at his own half. But he only needs, well, with this guy, he probably needs 3 turns to make it down here safely without doing any going for it, and he's going to start that now. So now our question becomes, can we keep him from scoring? And I doubt it, to be honest. We are down 4 of our Sorai, which means I have 2 left, plus the Croxigore and the Skinks. And that he outnumbers us by 3 players, and he outbashes us by a lot. So that's a bit of a problem. And he injured Nectalius. Okay, so that's 1 off the pitch, which means even if these 2 guys come back, we're permanently down to 10 players. So that's not good. The only upside here is we still have 1 Saurus right now that is not in contact with anybody, so I can at least blitz where I want. Yeah, doesn't really help me. Let's see. I wanted to see that I've actually seen worse teams. Well, oh, come on. No, I can't use the reroll. I need it for blocks. Oh, this is turning into an unmitigated disaster right now. And he's probably right, the extra apothecary would have helped us more now. But I fouled him 3 times and we didn't get through the armor a single time. And that is pretty unfortunate as well. So yeah, there's not much we can do about that. And I'm not rolling particularly bad, I think. It's just that he's getting pretty good rolls, and I'm getting some unfortunate results. Okay, that is finally something to be happy about. So he's down to 10 players as well. The problem here is that's his tackle guys. So if I try to dodge here, we might fail, and I've already used up my reroll. But I'm still going to do it. And foul this guy, but I'm not getting both assists, or am I? Yeah, I might as well foul directly, because if we fail the second dodge, I won't get to foul. We miss out on an assist, but it's okay like this. And it wouldn't have mattered anyways, because I can't roll a lot, apparently. Okay, nice. So at least we are still making it somewhat difficult for him. And I will have to use the Skinks to body block. Well, no, let's keep the Skinks safer if we can. So let's pull Luke through back here. He's a little bit more attackable than the 2 guys with block and sidestep. That's nice. So here's where we're going to use the Apothecary. Hey, dead to dead. That's nice. So that's our best Saurus gone. And that's Blood Bowl. So this is finally a match where we get basically destroyed by chaos, because I'm running out of options here, and I'm down to one Saurus on the pitch, and even with the niggling, he is rolling very well in the armor department. So we're going to do this. And of course I only push, because why would I get a knockdown? That would be too nice, apparently. And yeah, let's take the going for it. It's still a 2 dice against, unfortunately. So that's not really good. And now I just have to try and stay out of his way. And get maybe one block in that can make that can be helpful. So this is a 2 dice now. So we do have at least that going. And let's stay. And I am going to take this 1 dice block. And we can put him up there and stay. Okay, so we won't be able to prevent the touchdown, but at least we might be able to save our remaining players. He still needs both rounds of movement. And he's taking a lot of risks here. So I am going to use Stand Firm. And that's what I want to see. Oh no, he's got Pro, so that's why he always rerolled that. The Pro allowed him to... It's basically a personal reroll for a player, if you're not aware. So this changes a bit. We might still be able to do something here, but it's going to require a Croxigore Blitz, which I'm not a fan of, to be honest. So let's, first things first, we are going to set up our defense, so like this. But the problem is he's a Chaos player, so he's not necessarily playing for touchdowns. He is playing for destruction. That he made that pretty clear by his actions from the get-go. And I might as well use a reroll here. Nope. So we're just pushing him, which is still okay, I guess. And he decides if he wants to use Stand Firm or not. And let's see. He lets himself get pushed. I won't follow though, I don't want to give him the amount of assists. And he physically can't score right now, so I'm just going to run away with Luke Thu as well. And end our turn. So it's not impossible that we can still draw this match, but it's going to be very hard with 4 injured players, 3 of those being Saurai, and 2 other Saurai being KO. It doesn't look good. And there goes our Croxigore. Is he going to injure him as well? He's definitely going to pile on. And does that gain him anything? It does, and he's stunned. Okay, so we're fine in that department. At least. And he was right in regards that The second Apothecary would have probably been better. It might have failed as well. I would have used it on the niggling injury here, in all likelihood. But yeah, not good. But on the positive side, it takes care of my naming problem, because we no longer have 2 players named Scar in the team. I'm still pretty sad though, this guy was just awesome. Oh, he actually can still score, because I managed to not see that. But he needs to do a lot of rolls, which he all makes. I mean, it's a lot of 2+, but he could have rolled a single one in there. Yep, that happened. So, that's unfortunate. He really managed to get through there. I mean, I'm not blind. I did manage to see that he had a lot of... Okay, nice. At least those guys come back. And I do get a free round of beating on him. And we do have Twitchy, which means I might be able to even the score. As he is a true one-turner, he can run 13 spaces. So let's see if he sets up for it, and it looks like he does, but he has only 1 player with tackle, which means he won't be able to cover everything with a dodge death bubble, basically. So I will get my dodge reroll. But there's still a lot of stuff that needs to go right now for that to play a role at all. We'll see. So we are down to 8 players? No, we have 12. Yeah, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Oh no, we've got the star player. That's why it's 9. And he is down to 10. So we'll see. I'm probably going to do 2 blocks before we attempt the one-turner. And thanks to Stunty, it doesn't really matter on how we dodge here. The important thing is that we make it. So let's set up here. We probably need him there, and like this. And then we need a lot of skink coverage. Basically, wherever the ball may go, we need a skink there to be able to pick it up. So somewhat like this, I think. And that hopefully will allow us to get the ball over to Twitchy, who then in turn could run it in. And if he now gets a perfect defense, I'm going to get salty. Just the heads up. He doesn't have a kick player, I think, so he can't control the scatter too much. I wouldn't mind a touchback so that we don't actually have to deal with picking up the ball and handing it off and stuff. Oh, really? Awesome. So that's going to get this player blocked now. So here's the problem with that. He either puts one of these guys over here, which means I can still block, or he needs to give up this to put a player on here. Okay, he's choosing to first... Okay, that does work, but it still won't stop me too much, as long as he keeps it like this. And the ball goes over there. Okay, that is still fine. Okay, that is... I'm not going to comment that. It's the third one we rolled there. So let's get rid of this guy first. Okay, perfect. KO is pretty decent. It's going to help us in the long run, assuming he doesn't come back. And I have no idea why he's just letting the timer run down instead of doing something. And because it's still pretty unlikely that this works, I want to do the block first, as it might give us another KO or injury here. We do have Mighty Blow on Underbite, but it didn't do anything. Okay. So, Luke Thu, pick up the ball and get it over there, please. Okay, pick up worked. Handoff. Fails, so we need to use our reroll. Please? Pretty please? Okay. And now comes the important bit. And that is, of course, doing this. We'll see. Nope, we rolled a 1. Not happening. Going for it 1. Because I can't roll 2 pluses. It happens. So we don't get to tie the score. His KO player stays out, so it's still 9 players for him. So we do have the exact amount of players again. He's still at an advantage though. So if I can now maybe knock out 1 or 2 more of his guys, we might be good. But the big problem with that is he has the better bash skills and he has more of them. So it's not too likely to happen. But we'll see. And I can't really form a real cage here, to be sure. So he has his tackle guy in here for some reason. It surprises me a little bit, to be honest. And I'd like to attack that guy if possible. So for one, we are going to utilize our sidesteppers a bit more. Like this. And then we have these 2 guys back here and Twitchy in the back. So we can knock this down and blitz him if everything goes according to plan, and we'll see if that happens or not. So let's confirm the setup. No, not quite. You need to go over there. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. It's not really symmetry anyways anymore. And I should have kept him 1 space back. That was a mistake, because in case of a perfect defense, he could have changed that. Okay, that is okay for us. And we will start with the blitz, as it is the most important thing I would like to try. If we get the knockdown, we can push him down here and stomp him. So that worked out pretty well so far. Okay, that's only a push. Going to stay here. And now it becomes a question of priority. And the priority still is step on the Chaos Warrior. So defend the ball a bit, just in case we do fail the bribe, which can always happen. It's still not a good chance to make the foul because of the high armor of those guys, but it's at least fine. Okay, I could have made that if I had done another block first. So let's do those blocks now. Okay, we keep pushing. And I am trying to minimize his block opportunities here. So that's why we're doing it like that. Yeah, push him over there. It's the tackle guy, so I want him as far away as possible. And now we can go for the pickup. Okay, pretty good. And move over this way. So what we're trying to do now is give him as less opportune, or what's the right word here? The right grammar. The least amount of possible blocks. Let's say it like that. So right now he can get 2. One with this guy against Underbite and one a Blitz. And I assume he's going to use his Minotaur for that. Unfortunately, he does get a defender down, so Underbite is going to be knocked down. But I think he would like to go after the Skinks. And I'm not sure he can do that with the Minotaur. So we'll see what he ends up doing here. The biggest problem is he can outmuscle me. So I will have to try and use positioning to make this work for us. It's not going to be easy. Okay, that is good. He comes to Pro. Yep, Pro works, and he gets the roll he needs, so Scar's going down. He's targeting the Niggling player, which is obviously a good choice. And that is the other Scar of the pitch, so badly hurt. Okay. And break tackle did his thing. That's a bit of a problem. So far this is not very good for us, and that was a pretty well played turn by him. So we are in a bunch of trouble, as I can't get any good blocks here, so we might as well just stand him up. So what are my options? There aren't too many, unfortunately. So what can I try? The problem is I will have to rely on Sleebly now for the first block. It's only a push, but it is okay that it went that way. Now I will have to dodge here. So let's just hope that I... Okay, thank you. I can get away from his Minotaur. The biggest problem here is I can't go forward too much with him, as he does have this guy in the backfield with block, so he will be able to reach me if I try that. So what we are going to do is do more dodging. Thank you very much. And now we're going to do the stupid stuff, which is doing a blitz with the Croxigore. But it works, so I'm pretty happy. Let's push him there so that he can't move him afterwards. But the big thing here is I want him to be mobile. I want to be able to move him. And we are going to move him to just here. Not that far. Well, actually, let's move him differently. Let's put him right here, because it will block this a little bit. And now come the next blocks that are important, or dodges. He dodges up this way. Okay, we didn't use our dodge reroll yet, which means I will do this dodge as well. Okay, now we're out of a dodge reroll. So I am going to use him as a bait and body block him. Might get him killed, but he doesn't have tackle on that guy, so at least he won't be able to knock us down too easily. But he does have dodge and 2 hats there, so he might just dodge away. We'll see. And that is basically it. So I really need to think about a lot of stuff here, because we are playing a losing battle. And I'm trying to make it a winning battle. So the important thing here is we still have the ball. He can't reach the ball carrier directly. He can only get us with going for it, and even then he can't blitz me. And we do have 2 skinks in scoring range, which he will have to deal with. So he will probably blitz backwards with this guy against one of those 2. Oh, another unfortunate defender down against Underbite, so he's going down again. And I assume he's going to use... No, he doesn't have piling on there. That's stand firm. That's his piling on guy. But I need to, try to divert his attention as much as possible. But that is proving to be very difficult. And so it's not really working. We can't block him out completely. Yeah, that's good enough to get twitchy. Is he getting an injury though? He is not. And he chose to not follow us. Oh, yeah, I'm really not having a good time here with the odds. He's getting the defender downs where he needs them. It happens. So we're still not through, but I'm going to have to rely on a bunch of risky stuff, I think. Which, as you all know, I'm very much in favor of. So, what are our options? They are not that big. Okay. So let's see, he can't do too much, so let's just stand him up. So I think I'm not going to go for the extremely risky play, but I still need to do a lot of rolls to make this work, what I have planned here. So first things first, we only have a 1 dice here. I would like to make that a 2 dice, which means we're going to do this dodge. And that would allow us to block him. Yeah, we do have grab, so this is fine. We can grab him over here and follow. Which in turn will allow me to... Well, let's stand him just up. So I think I'm going to go for a handoff. Because he's got block sidestep, so he's a better target to carry the ball. But we're also putting ourselves in a risky situation. He can't serve me. We have sidestep, and he won't be able to get enough players on there to make that count, I guess. So let's... Hopefully the handoff will work. A lot of hinges on that. Okay, thank you very much. And then we can try to get twitchy over here as well. And now I regret not dodging with him, but it's too risky. And let's do the going for it. It's 1 by 1. Okay, there's the failure that I didn't want to see. And that's why I'm doing the 1 by 1, because if necessary, this is okay. I would have liked him to get there, but now I won't try. And I won't do this block. I'm tempted, but it's not worth it. Oh, we're waiting for opponent. So, what is happening? I hope he doesn't disconnect. That would be unfortunate, because he is winning and he is playing a very good game, even though he's greedy with his blocks. At some point, the pro allows him to do a bunch of stuff. That made me think too much that he used his rerolls when he actually, I think at least once didn't, but used the pro reroll here. And he's still a bit greedy because he's using piling on when he didn't get through the armor, but in the situations he did that, he could afford to. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see about that. And I just hope that he's coming back. So far he's not disconnected, otherwise there would be a timer running, so I'm not quite sure what is going on right now. And we will just have to wait. And okay, now he disconnected. So I'm going to wait here a little bit and talk about the match while we wait. So he said that the bribe was not as good as a choice as an apothecary, which... Okay, he's back, okay. Which isn't necessarily a wrong assumption. I'm not sure if it's the right assumption. Wow, the pro is really working for him a lot. And he had, by the way, he has 2 doubles on that guy. Pro and block are both double skills. Yes, I'm going to stand firm. But I'm just not sure because we didn't need to use the bribe. Okay, that's Sleeply gone. Not good. But I don't know if the apothecary would have done anything better. It would have given us another chance to keep a player on the pitch, but it might have failed as well. And the bribe, in theory, could do more for us. It's just we didn't need it so far. Okay, he gets the knockdown with Mighty Blow against Twitchy. I'm very much not in favor of that. Okay, what's happening? He's KO. Thank you. Thank you very much. KO is fine. So what he's going to do now is to try and body block us probably as much as possible. So his tackle guy should end up his move here, in my opinion. If he can make it there. But he's choosing to just go for the screen instead. Unfortunately, he did get a defender down here again. So my thinking with the bribe was, just to make that clear, he has ammo value 8 players, and those we can actually foul pretty well. And either way, we did encounter a lot of Chaos teams that were greedy in what they did. So my thinking was to... Okay, we do have this opening. Let me just do that real quick before I move on here. My thinking was that we saw a lot of greedy players that overextended themselves. So if I do this, it's not good. So I will have to try and dodge through this. There's no getting around that, so let's just hope. And because of that, we already used the bribe with the Skaven very effectively against Chaos teams. Okay, thank you so much. So I went with the bribe, hoping that we could repeat that. It didn't really work out. I didn't get good... I got some fouling opportunities, but not too well, because we were, from the get-go, down at least 1 or 2 players, so it's hard to get assists if you have less players on the pitch than your opponent. And this just... Okay, his KO comes back, unfortunately. And Sleeply comes back, so I'm actually okay with Twitchy still being KO, because we're just playing for damage control still. And there's not much else to it. But I'm still going to set up the Skinks aggressively where he can reach them and attack them, because in case of a blitz, I would like to beat his skull in 9. No, not really. I would like for us to be able to get the ball, maybe. And if I just get him back, he does still have 5 turns left. So it's pretty likely that he's going to win this match. But I'm still happy that I managed to score, and hopefully we can minimize the amount of damage we take now. So I'm still not sure if the Apothecary or the Bribe would have been better. We can't say that yet. We can't really tell, because the Apothecary might have failed. And it's just that we didn't really need the bribe. I mean, I did foul a bunch of stuff. It's just oh, pitch invasion. That's good for us. Wow, none of ours got hit, and his Minotaur got hit. That's the big thing. It would have been nice if his claw guy would have gotten hit, but it's still fine. So he can still get a complete knockdown on the line of scrimmage, but it's not that likely anymore. We'll see. But he does have extra arms here, so it's just a straight up a 2+ to pick up that ball. No sure hands though, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, there's the knockdown. Yes, I would like to use Stanford. Okay, Sleevely came on and went off again. He doesn't want to perform today. Not anymore, at least. So, I don't really know how to stop him anymore. We are just running out of options. As easy as that. Okay, a stun. Maybe? Last time it was pretty late when that happened. Okay, a stun. And he is moving in here with his tackle guy to get the blocks. He picked up the ball. A double one there would have been very helpful, in all honesty. So what we are going to do is blitz this guy. We do have block on celerity. And now I am going to use rerolls here. Thank you very much. Push him down. Stay. I could foul that guy now, but I'm not going to. We're going to try and make the most of this. And that does include us using the skinks for different stuff. I do have a plan, of course. Doesn't really work though, because I wanted to create this opening to move them through, which now won't work. So we'll have to do that differently. Not that nice, but it happens. Let's see. He gets knocked down. Push him over, and if I follow and block that again, and we're next to the Minotaur anyway, so I might as well stay. But it will at least... yeah, not good. So let's dodge forwards. Why don't we? Let's see. That's one. And this is going to be 2. So I just want to prevent him from being able to reform with his main group. It's probably not going to work, but I should try. And it also gets us away from the tackle guy as much as possible. And he will either have to blitz here or just go around us. Or basically blitz here or blitz here and go around us. And he's choosing to go around. Which works because he does have enough players to form up a cage. So I can't do too much. But we're trying to delay him as much as possible while also hopefully surviving. And we'll have to wait and see how well that turns out. And if everything fails, I might go for the desperation move, which is dodging in here and blitz. But the problem is that... this problem, for example. The problem with that is... it will be a 3 dice against block. So it's even less likely to work out. And he does have dodge there. And he goes for the 1 dice. And gets the armor break. Oh boy. And he's piling on because he stunned us. And now it actually makes sense. Hey, Mighty Jaw is dead. Hello. So he's thoroughly destroying the team. That I spent a lot of time building. It happens. Well, it shouldn't, but it does. Let's see. So let's see. Yep, hopefully we can get this. Let's take the reroll. Nope, so this is going to turn into a 1 dice because he will let himself be pushed. So this guy gives an assist, which makes that a 1 dice. Yep. And wow, I actually do get the result that I need. The defender down. So this was a bit of a education for me. And just because so far we usually did okay against Chaos doesn't mean we always will. And it does hurt quite a bit. Okay, that's a double 2 or 1 or whatever, or a 1 and a 2. And I dodged here to make that turn closer. With Stunty, we don't get affected by tackle zones. It's still not good, and he gets yet another defender down here against our Dutch guy. So, not good. And my plan to play for damage control, well, I'm not actually playing too much for damage control, but he is hurting us even more. And so we have 3 players to replace, and I won't be able to replace all 3 after this match, in all likelihood. I'm not quite sure on the costs, but we probably will have to play either without a Saurus or without a Croxigore. So that's pretty bad. But we'll recover from this. What not really annoys. What saddens me the most is that we lost Scar there, the good one with strength 5. He was really good. Nope, you're not getting the result you want. Oh, but he did the smart thing. He went for the both down. And he is playing a very good game, and he really is not wrong. When after I assumed that it wouldn't get too bad. Oh, he's actually fouling us as well. Now he's going a bit overboard, but it's all part of the game still. Okay, that's a KO. Better than an injury. So what happened though is he separated his ball carrier, which probably won't help us at all, but I will have to try and make use of that. Yeah, we need our sidestep guy there. So wait, that's better. Oh, come on. Hey, there goes my last reroll. And yeah, let's do this. Nope, we failed the dodge again. And my stunty players are just not... They don't want to dodge today. And if that had worked, I would have dodged with him to try and blitz to get a 2 dice. So he will blitz me here. And even if that doesn't work, he can just dodge. And so far it is still looking okay. Yeah, he's going to take the both down again, because otherwise I would be pushed here, and that would make it harder for him to get here. So let's just see what he does now. He's probably, well, he's going to block here, and then he's going to... I assume he's going to dodge. Yep, that's a knockdown. Pretty good chance to get an armor break again. But he does not. Thank you very much. So this match hurt a lot, but at least I'm not getting too salty. He played a very good game, and I think I had some bad rolls here and there, but overall I can't complain too much about my rolls. The failing, the wizard didn't even fail, it's just that it didn't injure his guy, and we just... his guy caught the ball, which is the big unfortunate. So I am going to go for the last desperation move, which is just blitzing here. So let's do the last stupid stuff and see how that turns out. And I should have blitzed from here. That was a mistake. Oh, yep, that's going to get us knocked down. I still had to try. The odds are very much not in our favor, but it could have worked. We've seen that before, I think. The double defender down on a 2 dice against. And that head looks pretty ridiculous there on the Beastman, the second one. So we lost that one. And he thoroughly destroyed our match, our team. 2 Saurai out of commission. I don't necessarily need to fire the one with the niggling, but he only has block so far, so I think I'm going to. But it was still a pretty good match, I think. I at least had fun there. So we go up to 170. Well, I don't... Oh, and Sleevely got the MVP, so we got almost nothing out of that. Oh, well. Yeah, that's... I think that's his Minotaur. Is that his Minotaur? Yep, that's his Minotaur, but he's at max SPP already, so that really doesn't get him too much. Oh, wow. That's quite the team value drop. So let's check this out real quick. We can buy 2 Saurai or 1 Kroxigor, which means I'm going to buy 2 Saurai and we will have to save up for the Kroxigor again. Yeah, so let's fire Yaldagorth and just rehire him directly. Yaldagorth, like this. That was the right... I think that's correct. Let's buy him and confirm the purchase. And I'm going to have to look up another name for our second Saurus. Why is... What? Okay, that was a bug in the display. Okay, so that ends this match. I hope you learned something and enjoyed it. And just my suffering, maybe. I don't know. So... please give me your feedback on what you thought about this match. I think I made some mistakes here or there, but overall I'm pretty okay with how I played this, even though we lost. It's just the team value difference played a big part, and even with more apothecaries, I'm not sure we could have changed the outcome. At least not too much. That's the perfect example of what can happen when you play against a very well developed Chaos team. And there's not much we can do about that, and we drew the short end of the straw, or the short straw, that's it. So yeah, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this match, and even if you didn't, please leave a like, leave a comment, and if you want to see me play more Blood Bowl 2, just stick around, because as you can see, I am not stopping. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you tune in next time, and have a nice day. Bye.